Hello everyone. Today we have another philosophical video. In our last video about philosophy, we asked what kinds of things are real, and we concluded that reality is cause and effect and the forces that drive them. This is based on the definition that reality is what doesn't go away when you stop believing in it. But then the question arises, what about beliefs themselves? Beliefs have causal power. Our beliefs influence us to do things. But when we stop believing our own beliefs, they go away. So, do beliefs exist? Do they not exist? Or do beliefs disprove the theory that reality is what doesn't go away when you stop believing in it? And a reminder that I am not a professional philosopher. I'm just a guy who thinks too much in public. So you should take everything you hear in this video with the internet's grain of salt. On its face, the existence of beliefs might seem to disprove the idea that reality is what keeps existing when you stop believing in it. But there's a theory that might shed some light on this and resolve the paradox. That theory is materialism. Materialism is the idea that all things in existence either emerge from or supervene on a material substrate. In the old days, that meant substances of solids, liquids, and gases that behave according to mechanical principles. Nowadays, we've found that materials are emergent properties of deeper principles like quantum physics. But the essence of materialism remains about the same. The bedrock layer of reality is matter and energy, even if that matter and energy behave differently than we experience it in our everyday lives. Now, we've talked in previous videos about how materialism is a theory and reality is not a theory, therefore materialism is not the capital T truth. It's just a model. However, it's a very reliable model of forces and predicting consequences. So we can apply materialism to the question of whether beliefs are real. Beliefs are a property of the mind, along with consciousness, perceptions, and various other things. If we apply the theory of materialism to the mind, we find that beliefs, thoughts, etc., at least to a first approximation, are patterns of electricity in a network of neurons. If a belief is a pattern of electricity, and a pattern of electricity is real whether or not you believe it is, then that means the belief is real. You do, in fact, believe what you believe. However, it does not mean that what you believe is true. So what's real about a belief, the force power of a belief that determines the consequence of the belief, is the existence of the belief itself, not the truth value of what is being believed. So the paradox is resolved. Beliefs are real because they have causal power in the universe. Your belief exists while you believe it. That is a fact that stays true whether or not you continue to believe in your own belief. The causal power of a belief is real, whether or not you believe in it. The content of the belief may be true or may be untrue. If the content goes away when you stop believing in it, it was never there to begin with. This has an implication. Because beliefs have causal power in the world, it may be that believing something false is better for you and for the world than believing something true. The perfect example to illustrate this is free will. A lot of popular thinkers, especially from a scientific materialist background, will say physical determinism, or the probabilism of quantum physics, proves that free will does not exist. However, there are many studies that show that people who are very successful tend to believe in the existence of free will. It would stand to reason then that whether free will exists or not, it's a good idea to believe in it. And this leads to a new question. Is it more important to believe things that are true, or is it more important to believe things that lead to well-being and self-actualization and self-transcendence? But that, my friends, is a question for another video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you think this content is valuable, you can consider supporting me on Patreon like these people. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.